Mic check. Mic check, mic check. Mic check. I think it's a little choppy, but it's okay. I think the reception's choppy, but that's okay. It's on the Wi-Fi? Okay, that's fine. Okay.
All right, welcome to today's game here at Invisalign Arena in Morrisville, North Carolina. We've got the 12U Raleigh Raptors playing against the 12U Canes select team. Starting a little bit early today because the tournament's running ahead of schedule, which is rare, so face-off's going to come out at center ice. Today's starters are Schroeder at center, Lane's playing left, Anaya on the right, Hollingworth and Robinson on D. Today's starting goaltender is Grant Casalito. Canes take the draw and win it, but they play it forward. Comes down to the stick of Schroeder. Canes dump it down into the zone. It's pursued back there by Hollingworth. Hollingworth tied up. Oh, the puck's sent right in front of the net. They get a shot, but it's intercepted there by Schroeder, who tries to clear the zone. Can't quite get it out. Canes send it back in, and they send it right down the ice and into the back of the net. Deflects off the skate of a Raptor and makes it past Casalito. One shot, one goal. Canes 1, Raptors 0. Schroeder back to take the draw, and he wins it that time to himself. Tries to play it forward to Lane. Goes right to the select player who plays it down the ice and met there by Hoover. Who plays it up the ice over to Lane. Lane tries to cross her to Anaya, but can't quite find him. Lane still chipping for the puck there. Carries it down to the right side of the zone. Plays it back to the point to Wolf. Wolf's got it. Dumps it back down to the stick of Lane. Lane's got the puck. There he goes across to Anaya, right to the stick of Anaya. Oh! A good chance in front, but couldn't quite connect on the shot. Anaya's got the puck. Tries to send it over. It goes off the skate of Dalton. Dalton sends it up the boards. Tries to clear it, but met there by Hoover. Hoover's got the puck. Hoover's walking it down into the zone. Plays it forward to the stick of Lane. Lane makes an angle, loses it in traffic. The puck's loose in front, comes to the stick of Schroeder. Schroeder with a shot, and the save. Oh, the goalie goes wide of the net. Bit of a flail there by the goalie. Gonna get some more pucks on the net, and they'll go by that guy. We got Schroeder's got the puck. He's sending him in. Puck's played behind the net. Trying to clear the zone, and they get it out. Puck was touched. Hoover comes up with the puck, plays it over to the right side. Tries to find Anaya there. Anaya plays it up into the neutral zone. Anaya looking for Doss. Gets Doss on the cross pass. Doss carries into the zone. He's got McPhee with him. Doss sends a puck on the net, but a save by the goalie. Puck's still loose in front. Puck's coming out to the right with the stick of Wolf. Wolf sends it back over to the net. Plays right under the net with a shot saved by the goalie. Played there by McPhee. McPhee scrapping behind the net. Comes up with a chance behind the net. He's got the puck right there in front. He's got Waldron with him. Waldron scrapping with the puck. And he'll be able to clear it up and down the boards. I don't think anybody touched it. We should have an ice and coming back the other way. Raptors going to change up the D. We got Oktyabrsky and Anthony coming on the ice with Waldron, McPhee, and Doss. Draw coming in the Canes zone. 11 minutes left in the first period. 1-0 Canes. Waldron to take the draw. Wins the draw to his feet, takes it himself, takes it in, puts a shot on the net, goes off of the stick of the goalie. Over to McPhee. McPhee's got the puck, plays it back to the point to Anthony. Anthony dumps it back down to McPhee. McPhee's carrying it down behind the net. He's going to put a pass in front. He's going to look. He's trying to send it in front. That's a wraparound. Tries to get it there to Doss. The goalie's still, puck's still loose in front. Oh, goes right to the stick of Waldron. McPhee with a shot. Goes under the net. Oh! I think the goalie covered it up. No goal. About 14 chances there to put it in the net, and we missed it. Good pressure, though. I think the Raptors think the puck went in the net. Draw going to come down in the Raptors zone. On the ice, we got Filmley, Yellen, DiLorenzo, Anthony, and Oktyabrsky. DiLorenzo wins the draw. Comes back to Oktyabrsky at the point. He walks it down into the top of the high slot. Going to take a shot from the slot, but it goes off the stick of the defender. Felmy had the puck and played it over behind the net. Works its way out the point to Oktyabrsky. Oktyabrsky keeps it in. Walks it down and in. Sends it, goes along the boards. Trying to find Felmy on the other side. Foot race gets him there, but loses an edge. Trying to pass it back to the middle. Goes off the stick of Owen to DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo's got the puck. Bringing it in with this candy cane wrap. Couple of moves in the corner. DiLorenzo still has the stick. Trying to send it over across, but nobody's there. Kept in by Oktyabrsky. Tries to find DiLorenzo, but goes a little bit wide. Puck goes down to Felmy. Felmy puts it on front to Yellen. Oh, Yellen with a shot, and it goes right off the stick of the goalie. Good opportunity there. Puck comes back into the neutral zone. Afiabrski carries it. Has control of DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo's going to bring it down into the zone. Carries it into the zone. Does a crosser over to Yellen. Yellen with the puck. Pursuing it down behind the net. Tries to find Felmy. DiLorenzo in pursuit. Comes down to Felmy. Felmy's got the puck coming down to the corner. Had Yellen open in front. Couldn't quite make it to the puck. Does a crosser a little bit too late. Puck back down into the corner. Puck comes to Yellen. Yellen has control behind the net. Tied up there, but tries to send it in front. Oh, the puck goes right in front over to Felmy. Felmy with a chance, a shot save. He's got the puck down in the corner. Sends another one in front, but nobody's there. Canes try to carry the puck out of the zone, but can't quite make it out. DiLorenzo on the back check. Losing a little bit of gas. They walk it in, offsides. Draw going to come just outside of the Raptors zone. 8:42 left in the first. 1-0 Canes. We got Schroeder, Anaya, Lane, Robinson, and Hollingworth. Schroeder has the draw. Plays it to himself. Loses control of it. Brought into the zone by the Canes. They're walking it in. They get a shot off and goal. Raptors better wake up. They're trying to play hero ball so far. Schroeder loses the draw, and the Canes chip it forward into the zone. Over to Wolf. Wolf plays it forward to Anaya. Anaya up to Schroeder. Schroeder carrying it in, makes a nice pass over to Lane, but a little bit too far for him. Lane's going to get a shot. Goes off the skate of the defender. Lane's tying up the puck in the corner. Sends it back down behind the net to Anaya. Anaya's there. Anaya tries to play to Schroeder. Schroeder to the stick. Puck's loose in front. Schroeder gains it back to Lane. Oh, Lane tries for the shot, but the defender comes right through and sweeps it out. Canes trying to play it up. Schroeder with a nice stick check. Keeps it over to Anaya. Anaya's going to carry it into the zone. A little dangle broken up there by Griffin. Comes back to Wolf. Wolf sends it right back down to the stick of Anaya. Anaya's going to try a crosser in front. The puck's loose in front. Ends up making it out. Canes chip it out to Wolf. Wolf's carrying it. Sends it back up to Anaya. Anaya has control in the neutral zone. Tries to find Lane. A little bit too far for Lane. The Canes clear it down the ice. I don't think it hit anybody, and we should have an icing. Coming back the other way. 7:32 left in the first. 2-0 Canes. On the ice, you got the line of Waldron. Waldron wins the draw back over to the point to Anthony. Didn't quite make it back, but McPhee makes it there for the puck. McPhee has control and keeps it in the zone. Dumps it down into the corner. Waldron in pursuit in the corner. Waldron gets down after the puck, has control of it. Decides to play it back, sends it over in front of the net, but the puck's played wide by the Canes. Off the stick of the defender. Canes try to play it up the board. I don't think it touched anybody. Might have another icing coming if Afiabrski doesn't touch it. It's clear. They call it clear when someone touched. Afiabrski bringing it behind the net. Trying to bring it out on his own. Right there by the Canes player. Sweeps it back out. He pursue his own puck. Waldron drops back. He's got Dawson McPhee with him. Afiabrski bringing it down into the zone. Goldie coming up here to the Canes. Canes player checked Afiabrski when he had the puck coming into the zone. We're going to have a power play coming up for Raptors. 6:46 left in this first. 2-0. Waldron to take the draw, and he wins it back. Gets it to the stick of McPhee. McPhee plays it, carries it down to the high slot, sends a shot on the net, but a save by the goalie. Comes over to the side. Doss behind the net with it, tries to send it in front. Puck still loose, taken there by Owen. Owen taking it up out of the zone. McPhee's in pursuit. Met there by Anthony. Anthony goes down, didn't tie him off the stick of Waldron. Waldron chips it over to McPhee. McPhee loses control, but gets it over to Akiaberski. Akiaberski stretches it up to Doss. Doss going to carry it into the zone. Has some speed, makes a sweep. Doss tries to play the puck over. Couldn't quite make it through traffic. Akiaberski keeps it in. He's going to get a shot. The shot goes just wide of the net. Off of the gloves. Waldron there to try to jam it in. Tries to get the wraparound. Waldron scores! Wraps it around the back of the net on the power play. 2-6 finds the back of the net to make it 2-1. 6 minutes left in the first. On the ice for 5-on-5, we got DiLorenzo, McLam, Hoover, Wolf, and Yellen. Canes win the draw. Owen wins the draw and sends it back. Canes tried to play it forward into the zone, but met there by Wolf. McLam takes out the referee, but ended up getting up okay. Bucks tried to play forward by the Raptors. Met there by the Canes. Hoover has the puck, tries to clear, can't quite get it out. Duncan sends it on the net, and a save by Casalito. Something's been plaguing the Raptors all season, has been able to clear the puck. DiLorenzo to take the draw down in the zone. Wins it back to Hoover. Hoover's got it down in the corner. She's going to carry it behind the net. Sends it full to Yellen. Goes off the skate of Yellen and gets it up to DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo's carrying down into the zone with some speed. Kind of going towards the corner. Backs it in. Tries to send the puck across. Doesn't quite make it through. Canes play it back over on the boards. Over to Wolf. Wolf tries to send it through traffic. Goes off the shin of the defender. Pursued by McLam down in the corner. He ties up the puck. Does a good job down there. McLam's got it. Tries to send it across. Oh, good send across. We couldn't quite get it to Yellen. Canes defender carrying it out of the zone. Carrying it with some speed into the neutral zone. Tries to take the zone. Met there by Hoover. Hoover chips the puck up. He's got Yellen. Yellen tries to send across her. Sends it right to the defender. Puck's carried down into the zone. Back out to Yellen. Yellen's got the puck in the neutral zone. He's got McLam and DiLorenzo coming with him. Got a little bit of numbers here. Carries it back outside the zone. Tries to play it over. Dumped back down in by the Canes. Hoover carries it behind the net. Tries to play it forward to DiLorenzo. Tied up along the boards. DiLorenzo's coming out with it. Raptors making a change. Got Lane and Anaya coming on the ice. Canes have the puck loose right there in front of the net. Somebody's got to cover that thing up. Good save by Casalito. Ended up able to getting it forward up to Anaya. Anaya carrying it. Chips it around Dalton. Wolf in pursuit. Ended up sending it back forward to Owen. Owen carrying it in the neutral zone. Met there by Anaya and Wolf. Wolf ties it up and gets the puck out to the side. Gets it to DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo drops back. Sends it up along the board. Tries to find Lane. Duncan steps in front and takes it down low. Sends over right in front of the net. Kept it back outside by the Raptors. DiLorenzo helped tying it up in the corner. Wolf tries to play it forward and clear the zone, but can't get it out. Canes able to send it right back in. Into the stick of Hollingwood. Still can't clear the puck out. Comes to Wolf behind the net. He's playing it forward to Lane. Lane's got some numbers. Stretches it over to Anaya. Anaya carrying it down into the zone. He's got the puck, sends it back to Hollingworth. Hollingworth back down to Anaya. Anaya tries to send it over towards the net for Lane. He's up a little high. Lane in the corner tries to send it across. Doesn't make it through traffic. Canes trying to clear. Kept in by Robinson. Sends it back into the high slot. Canes sends it right to Schroeder. Schroeder with a shot and a save by the goalie. Kicked wide of the net. Kept there by Anaya. Anaya wrapping around the side of the net. Can he get a chance for a shot? Oh, rips it up over top of the crossbar. Goalie was down. Schroeder dumps it back down into the corner. Anaya's got it behind the net. Carrying it behind the net for the wraparound chance. Oh, right underneath the blocker of the goalie and covered for the whistle. Draw's going to come in the Cane zone. 2 minutes, 40 seconds left in the first. 2-1 Canes. Schroeder wins the draw, ties it up there at center. It's a little backhand over, but goes right to the defender. Tries to clear out, but goes to Robinson. Robinson dumps it back down into the corner for Anaya. Anaya plays it behind the boards down to Schroeder. Schroeder's got to Lane. Lane's got a stick on the puck. Oh, Canes get over for the shot and then be able to chip wide of the net. Nice triangle pass down there. Schroeder tries the wraparound, gets denied. Still has control of the puck. Carries into the high slot, tries a backhand, it goes right on the net. Kane's able to carry it and clear the zone. They dump it too early in the neutral zone. Oh, not going to make it down into the corner, so it's clear. Kane's in pursuit and get it there. Robinson, the play right in front of the net. Ends up going a little bit wide. Play down in front of the net. Try to send it on the crosser, couldn't quite get it. You got McPhee, he's going to get a chance for a breakaway. He's got Anaya with him. McPhee brings up the chance, sweeps it wide with a shot. Oh, gets denied, still has the puck. Gets it stolen away. They try to clear the zone. Comes back out to center with Oktyabrski. Raptors going to finish a change. Get it up to Doss. Doss carries the zone. Got a minute 28 left first. Doss gets tied up. Plays it back to Waldron. Waldron back to Oktyabrski. Oktyabrski tries to make a drag. Can't quite get it out of the zone. Puck's still in the zone. Kept in by Doss. Doss tries to play it forward off of the pad of the Canes defender, who's able to send it back to center ice into the stick of Oktyabrski. Sends a crosser over to Anthony. Anthony up to McPhee. Doesn't get a stick on it, so it's going to be on ice. Waldron going to take the draw in the Raptor zone. Wins the draw back into the corner. Goes to Anthony. Anthony tries to clear. Can't quite get it up. It gets it to McPhee. McPhee chips it around. Still in the zone. Canes end up playing it back down to the high slot. Goes to Anthony. Waldron there to tie him up. Carried forward by Oktyabrski, who loses an edge. Can't quite keep the puck in. Tied up there by Waldron. Oktyabrski trying to get back on the puck. Goes in between the legs. Gathered there by Doss. Doss is carried into the neutral zone. He's got some edges on the side. He's got it. Tries to send the puck on the net. Oh, it goes in the net for a goal. Good things happen when you put the puck on the net. Doss sends a sauce right on the net and goes between the legs of the goalie. 32 seconds left in the first period. 2-2. On the ice to take the draws, Waldron, McPhee, Doss, Anthony, and Oktyabrski. Waldron wins the draw and gets it over to McPhee. McPhee dangles it around to play it through the neutral zone. Tries to send it forward, goes right to the stick of the Canes player. And over to Oktyabrski. Oktyabrski dumps it. Chased down behind the net by McPhee. McPhee can't quite get there. Goes right to the Canes player. He tries to play it forward to Anthony. Anthony plays it over into the zone, but can't quite get there. Met there by Waldron. Waldron keeps it in. Goes right to the stick of Doss. Doss tries to get a puck on the net, but fans on the ship. Still has control. Tries to drop it to Waldron. Kept in by Oktyabrski. Oktyabrski puts a puck on the net. The horn sounds at the end of the first. Canes 2, Raptors 2. First game for the Raptors in a month. They got to shake off some rust. All right, as the goalie switch ends, we got coming off to start the second period, the line of DiLorenzo, McLam, Family, Wolf, and Hoover. Canes win the draw. Back and they play it forward. Wolf gathers the puck and tries to send it up the film. A little bit too long for him. Puck still in the neutral zone. Looks like the draw is going to come outside the zone and have an offsides, even though the puck was controlled by the Raptors. Offsides on the Canes. Canes end up winning the draw. Played it back. Their defense still tied up in the neutral zone. Sweep it forward to play into the neutral zone. Over the stick of McLam. McLam tries to play it to DiLorenzo. Gets it to him. DiLorenzo carries it into the zone. Makes one drag around the defender. Still has control of the puck. Send it to McLam. McLam tries to put the puck on the net, but can't quite get it through traffic. Sent forward by the Canes. The puck's outside, and we're going to have an offsides. Draw coming right outside the Cane zone. 12:22 left in the second. DiLorenzo takes the draw and wins it. It's to McLam. McLam chips it down into the zone. Pursued there by Felmy. He's off of their stick. Played back to Hoover. Hoover's carrying it through the neutral zone. Was it forward? Hoover met there by the defender. Tries to dump it down into the corner. The Canes player dumps it down to the corner. Right over the stick of Felmy. Felmy's got it in the corner. Going to try to play across it. Carries it. Fans on the cross up the side of the net. Ends up coming up the boards with Wolf. Wolf back down to Felmy. Felmy tries to play it over to McLam. McLam with a stick lift. Gets a backhand that goes just a little bit wide of the net. Dalton has the puck down in the corner. He tries to play it forward. Met there by Hoover. Hoover dumps it back down into the corner. Pursued by McLam. Off the stick of Felmy. Playing forward. Lamb dumps it down into the corner. Canes play it out. Down the ice. Not going to roll far enough for an icing. It's played there by Hoover. Hoover carries behind the net. Met there by two Canes defenders. Canes keep it in. This is the stick of Wolf. Wolf can't clear it. Played down by the Canes player. Rips it wide of the net. Back down into the corner. Puck still loose behind the net. Played forward by Wolf to Felmy. Felmy trying to carry it out of the zone. Can't quite get it out, but ends up being cleared by the Canes, who chuck it back in for an offsides. Left in the second, 2-2. We got Lane, Schroeder, and Aya, Robinson, and Hollingworth. Schroeder wins the draw over to Lane. Split by the Canes defender. Hoover comes forward and ends up carrying it into the zone, right into Robinson. Robinson goes down in the corner. Schroeder tries to play it in the corner, ends up sending it forward to Lane. Lane's carrying it into the neutral zone, tries to get a pass over to Anaya. A little bit too far behind him, but he makes a spin play to get it in. Anaya at least will be able to get a shot off here. The shot goes right to the glove of the goalie. Good save by the goalie. Good to get some pucks on the net. 10:06 left in the second. 2-2. Draw one by Schroeder. Schroeder gets it over to Lane. Lane chips it back to Hollingworth. Hollingworth goes D to Robinson. Robinson sends the puck towards the net and goes just wide. Lane tries to tie up Griffin in the corner. Griffin ends up able to pass it up along. Pursuit by Lane. They try to leak it out to center ice. Goes right to Hollingworth. Hollingworth still carrying it. They clear the zone. They try to dump it back down into the corner. Makes it through. Anaya in pursuit. Anaya's there to meet the puck. Gets it over to Lane. Lane's got the puck. Lane wrapping it around the net. Going to get a chance over here in front. Passes it back to the D. Robinson sends it forward. Oh, a chipping puck. Nice chance in front by Schroeder. Goes just off of the stick. A little bit of a wobbly one. Good shot in there by by Robinson. Hollingworth plays it back down along towards to Schroeder. Schroeder gets tied up in the corner, but gets it over to Anaya. Anaya's going to have a nice chance here. Oh, fans on the pass across the lane. He had Lane wide open on the back post. Tried to get it across to him. More Robinson fans on the pass, but recovers. They're going to have some numbers going the other way. They've got a 3-on-1 with Robinson in pursuit. And Schroeder. Schroeder ends up able to poke it backwards over to Anaya. Anaya gets tied up. Anaya playing it forward. Carries it through the neutral zone. He's got Lane with him coming into the zone. Anaya dangles his way through. He's going to have a nice chance with the shot. He scores! Bar down. 8:56 left in the second. 3-2 lead. Beautiful dangle by Anaya and strong finish. Nothing the goalie could do about that one. Hopefully that'll wake everybody up a little bit. Sometimes you just get to do it on your own. Waldron wins the draw over to McPhee. McPhee gathers it in the neutral zone. He's going to carry it forward. Makes one dangle through. Ends up sending it up to Waldron. Waldron takes it, dumps it down into the corner. Going to go into pursuit. Waldron pursuing Dalton behind the net. Waldron comes, gets beat there by Dalton behind the net. Dalton tries to wrap it around. Can't quite get it out. The stick of Anthony. Anthony down to McPhee. McPhee has control but loses it. Can't quite gather the puck. Right there by Anthony and Waldron. End up being able to play it around him. Waldron in pursuit. Gathers it into the neutral zone. Waldron carrying the puck forward. Sends it over to Doss. Doss carries it in. Clear on the offsides. Doss tries to play it up to the net, but can't quite get it through. Goes the stick of Dalton. Is going to clear it down. Definitely be an icing. Going to come back. It makes it to the line. Don't touch it. Nope, it didn't make it quite there. Anthony grabs it, did the right thing. Brings it up the ice. Tries to send it up the boards to McPhee. McPhee's going to have a chance. Makes a drag around the defender. Makes another drag around the defender. Tries to send it over in front to Doss. Doss has a chance with the shot. Scores! Bar down number 2 from the Raptors. 8:02 left in the second. 4-2. Much better puck movement that time and a great finish by Doss. .802 left in the second. You got DiLorenzo going to take the draw with Felmley, Yellen, Oktyabrski, and Anthony. Puck's tied up at center ice. Yellen pursues it, plays it back to Oktyabrski, who dumps it. Goes back behind the net. Felmley in pursuit behind the net. Gets there first. Can't quite get the puck. DiLorenzo comes down and grabs it. DiLorenzo's got the puck, tries to play across her. Can't quite get there. Ends up being able to play through. Streaks through for the Canes player. Anthony makes it back and chips the puck backwards. Great play by him. Felmley ties it up there with Yellen. They've got the puck. Puck's still left there. Oh, I can't quite get to it. Keep it in by Oktyabrski. Makes a nice sweep to get through there. He better finish out on his own. Gets it over in front with a shot. Goal! Good shot. Oktyabrski plays it through traffic. Again, does it on his own. Gets the shot off under the pad of the goalie. 5-2 Raptors. Got a defensive change. We got Hoover and Wolf that swapped in. Owen wins the draw. Wins it backwards. Tied up there by Yellen. Met there by DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo's going to carry it into the zone. Bring it up the side. He's going to try to bring it in there. Strips it right in front of the net for Yellen. Oh, the puck's still loose in front. Couldn't quite get the shot off. Played out by the Canes. Hoover in pursuit down. She keeps it in. Makes a great play to keep the puck down into the corner. Goes to Griffin. Griffin tries to chip it out. They're met there by Hoover. Hoover still keeps it in. Plays it right over to the stick of Yellen. Yellen can't quite handle it. Canes end up chipping it forward. Felmley tries to tie up Owen at center ice. Yellen ends up making the play to get into the zone. Carries the zone. He's got 1-on-4. Puck gathered by the Canes and brought back into the neutral zone. Canes make a play over to Owen. Owen with a chance with a shot. Oh, good save there by Casalito. Gets it back to Griffin. Griffin with a shot. Saved by Casalito. Good kick save. Wolf's there to meet him in the corner. Wolf's going to play it up along the boards to Yellen. Yellen drops it to DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo and Felmley got a chance for a 2-on-1 coming the other way if they can use their speed. DiLorenzo with the wrapper. He's going to get a chance over in front all by himself. The shot. Oh, what a good save by the goalie. Goes off the chest. DiLorenzo back to Yellen. Taken away there by the Cane. What an awesome opportunity there for DiLorenzo. Couldn't quite finish the shot. Good save by the goalie. Wolf sends it forward into the neutral zone. We got a delayed penalty coming up here on the Raptors. We'll get a whistle here when Wolf touches the puck. Canes are going to go on the power play. We got 5:52 left in the second. 5-2 Raptors. Raptors penalty kill coming on the ice. We got DiLorenzo, Waldron, Hollingworth, and Robinson. Number 19, Ethan Yellen, goes to the box for a hook. Swapping out DiLorenzo for Anaya. DiLorenzo had a... Hollingworth's got it and try to make the clear. Plays it up the boards. Can't quite get it out. Canes dump it back down into the corner. Met there by Hollingworth. Hollingworth uses his body to get in the way and tie up the puck. Good job by him. Puck still along the boards. Still tied up. There we go. Hollingworth comes up with it. Tries to play it forward. Goes right to the stick of the Kane. Right to the Robinson. Good kick save by Casalito. Robinson's got to wake up on that one. That was his puck. Waldron gets the puck. Tries to clear the zone. Can't quite get it out. Puck goes to the blue line. Still clear. Can't keep it in. They keep it in. Hey, Robinson comes up with the puck in front. He's got Waldron with him. Waldron's going to have a chance here for a breakaway. He brings it down the ice. He goes forehand back at this shot. He scores! Over the glove side. 5-2 on the penalty kill. 6-2 Raptors. Robinson with the assist to Waldron. 5 minutes and 2 seconds left in the second period. Raptors going to make a change. We got Schroeder. Lane, Robinson, and Hollingworth still on the penalty kill. Schroeder's walking it in. Schroeder sends it back to Robinson. Robinson to Hollingworth. It's going to go down to Lane. Lane's going to have a chance for a nice shot from the high slot if he wants. He takes the shot. It goes off the glove of the goalie. Goes down into the corner. Nice play by Schroeder. Schroeder keeps it in. Get over to Lane. Lane plays it back to Robinson. Robinson to Hollingworth. Hollingworth's going to get a shot from the D. Oh, shot right on the net. Lane scores! Sticks it up behind the net and it's stuck. What a rip finish by Lane. Excellent puck movement by the penalty kill. Raptors 7, Kings 2. Donates it to the back bar. It's still stuck there. Lane carries it forward after the pass from Schroeder. He's going to let Chance Lane walks it in with the backhand. Oh, it goes off of the pipe. I thought it went into the back of the net, but Lane played it right off the pipe, walked it in on his own. Then it was covered by the goalie. Line change coming. We got 1 second left on the penalty kill. We got McPhee, Doss, Anthony, and Oktyabrsky. And Yellen will be out of the box to bring it back to 5-on-5. We got 4 minutes and 23 seconds left in the second. McPhee wins the draw back to Anthony nicely. Oh, Anthony fans on the pass across. He get a stick between the legs and he goes down, but no call. Waldron coming out of the box, or Waldron coming out after Yellen gets out of the box. Waldron gathers it, pursues it forward, passes a nice little pass over to Oktyabrsky. He's going to walk down, take a shot. Nixon, the shot, go! And off the pipe! Oh, I thought it went into the back of the net, too. Off of the pipe. Carried out of the zone by Owen. Right there by Oktyabrsky. Oktyabrsky tries to play it wide. He can't quite get to him. Ethan Anthony can't quite tie him up. Owen walks right in on Casalito. Tries to play it in front. Puck's still loose. Raptors got to get it. Got there by Oktyabrsky. Plays it forward to Doss. Doss has control of it. Doss trying to chip it around, but can't quite get there. Right. Canes are able to keep it in. 3:41 left. Raptors try to clear the zone. Can't quite get it up there to McPhee. McPhee and Waldron tie it up along the corner. McPhee's got it and able to play it forward. Still can't quite get it out of the zone. Goes over to Waldron. Waldron's got Doss with him. Waldron tips it forward. A nice little pass to Doss. Doss bringing it up the left side. He's going to have a chance for a shot. He plays the backhand. Make one more pass to Waldron. Oh, I couldn't quite get the pass through. Waldron ends up still coming up with the puck. Met there by the defender. The stick hits and they chip it forward off the stick of Oktyabrsky. Plays it into the neutral zone. Oktyabrsky over to Anthony. Anthony playing it up along to McPhee. McPhee with a nice touch into the zone. Makes a drag. Ah, couldn't quite get it through traffic. Owen's right there to meet him. Waldron gets the puck and dumps it and goes in for a change. DiLorenzo coming on the ice. Canes try to clear it along the boards. Nobody touched it, but it comes back to Oktyabrsky. The puck would have been too long for an icing. DiLorenzo coming on ice, wheeling. Leaving a vapor trail through the neutral zone. Coming up here to McPhee. McPhee's going to try to bring it in here. Dumps it over to Dealer. Oh, the defender got his stick on it. That was a nice little sauce that the defender just got in the way. Canes walking the puck around Anthony. Coming in for the shot. Saved by Casalito. That was too easy. Anthony's carrying the puck forward. Sending it up. Gets it to the stick of Yellen. Yellen makes a drag to get into the zone. Met there by two defenders. Kicks it over to Di Lorenzo. Di Lorenzo needs to look in front. He's got Doss open. Oh, tries to send it over. Goes behind the net. Doss has got it in the corner. He's got Di Lorenzo in the high slot. Down, plays it down to Yellen. Yellen in front of it. Oh, the puck comes loose in front. Canes defender tries to play it forward. Met there by Hoover. Hoover's going to dump it back down into the zone. Doss coming off of the ice. Brought on to McLam. Comes back to Wolf. Wolf dumps it down into the corner. Yellen's going to be down there to meet him. Canes try to play it back out. Dribbles along back to Wolf again. Wolf chips it back down along the boards. Yellen using his body to get down into the corner. Good play there by Yellen to get it back to McLam. In pursuit along the side. Give it over to Wolf. Wolf keeping it in. Keeping it in again. Oh, it ends up getting leaked out to the Canes player. Bringing it off into the center. Should have no problem getting back and getting in the way. Good job. Hoover gets in the way for that one. Goes over to Wolf. Wolf pushes it down into the corner. Uses his body to keep him off the puck. Gathered there by Di Lorenzo. Di Lorenzo carrying it back in over the line. Carried to the neutral zone. He's got Yellen and McLam with him. Di Lorenzo carrying it in. We got an offsides. I think Yellen got there a little bit early. One minute and 14 seconds left in the second period. On the ice comes the line of Schroeder, Anaya, Lane, Hollingworth, and Robinson. Schroeder wins the draw, but they lose control. Brought forward by the Canes. A nice tape-to-tape pass and the shot that goes wide of the net. Canes have control behind the net. Try to play it forward. Casalito uses his stick to keep it behind the net. Goes over to Robinson. Robinson's got to look up. Oh, plays it to the middle, right to the Canes player. Makes a little sweep over Hollingworth. Going to have a chance for a kick save by Casalito. Gets it up to Lane. Lane with a nice little backhand to Anaya. We're going to have a chance for some numbers here. Anaya using his numbers to gather the zone. He takes the right side. Schroeder takes the center. Anaya with a shot. Oh, goes off of the crossbar. Over to Lane. Lane's got the puck and sent it right to Anaya, who's going to have a nice open. To bury him in the back of the net. Good play by Lane. Anaya with the finish. 8-2 Raptors. 32 seconds left in the second period. Schroeder wins the draw and gets it over to Lane. Lane brings it into the zone back to Anaya. Anaya makes a pass back over to Lane. Lane's tied up, sends it over in front of the net. The puck's still loose. Oh, gets a shot on the net, but it's kicked wide. Brought back the other way, side by Owen. But Owen loses control, gets it over to Lane. Lane's got Schroeder on the other side of that, can't quite handle it. Anaya's got it in the top slot. Anaya claps it down to the corner, but doesn't make it through traffic. Kane's going to carry it out of the zone. Hollingworth throws a stick, but couldn't quite get there. And the horn sounds the end of the second period. 8-2 Raptors. Once the Raptors woke up that period, they started playing much better. Coming on the ice for the third and final period of play, we got Waldron, Doss, McPhee, Anthony, and Oktiabrski. Just heard from downstairs, it's going to be a running clock this period, so the 13 minutes will run. 8-2 Raptors. Waldron wins the draw. Has it, but loses a little bit of control. Plays it forward down into the zone. Still the defender. Gets through both Waldron and Dawson. She clears it. Met there by Anthony. Anthony keeps the puck loose in the neutral zone. Met there by Oktiabrski. Ties up the sticks. Canes play it down into the corner. Gathered there by Waldron. Waldron carries it forward. Sends a nice little stretch pass up to McPhee. McPhee carries it forward into the zone. He's going to have a chance and an opportunity. If he needs a speed, gets a chance with a shot. Oh, goes off of the stick of the goalie. Good save. There by Doss. Doss with a crosser right to McPhee. Oh, McPhee plays it off of the leg pad. Opportunities there for the Raptors. Plays it back into the neutral zone to Anthony. Anthony ties it up there and sends it ahead. Goes off the skate of the Canes player. Play it forward and back to Anthony. McPhee tying it up. He carries it in. Gets it over to Doss. Doss has got it. Plays in front of the net. Kick saved by the goalie. Played in the corner by Griffin and McPhee. Griffin plays it back over down. Comes up the boards to Waldron. Waldron's got the puck and he carries it. Tries to send a crosser over to McPhee. Doesn't quite make it through traffic. Met there by Anthony. Anthony comes down. Anthony gathers the puck. Met there by two Canes players. Try to walk it out of the zone. Anthony chips it over and keeps it in. Into the neutral zone. Trying to carry forward. Met there by Waldron. Waldron chips it over to Doss. Doss plays it forward to Waldron. Waldron's got McPhee on the far end. Makes a move. Gets it over to McPhee. McPhee with a shot. Makes it down into the corner. Doss plays it around. Doss plays it behind the net over to McPhee. McPhee's going to have a chance over here behind the net. Gets tied up by Griffin. Canes try to play it out. They're playing a little bit lazy here to start the third period. It's over to Oktiabrski. Oktiabrski plays it down over to the side. Tries to play it forward. Oktiabrski's going to use his speed to get forward in the net. Well, the Canes are making the change. He's got DiLorenzo coming out of the zone on a change. Oh, and Dalton's able to poke check Oktiabrski and not allow a shot to get off. Played forward by the Canes into the neutral zone, over to Anthony. Anthony's got the puck. He's a nice little chipper back down into the zone. Won't make it far enough for icing. They're trying to play it forward and get it out. Wolf coming off of a change, comes over and able to chip it down into the corner. Gathers control, can't quite get it out. Still loose. Gathers the puck. Plays it up to Doss. Doss plays it up to Felmy. Felmy plays it to DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo's also got McLam. Leaks it over to McLam. McLam's going to have a chance over here for the shot. Oh, it goes just wide of the net. Over to Felmy. Felmy has a nice little chance over in front. Goes off the stick of the goalie. Hoover's going to have a chance to come down and make a nice shot from the point. Over to the stick of DiLorenzo. Oh, play it over. And I think we had a stick with the play. Or P with the glove, Forward pass with the glove. Draw's going to come down inside. Should probably come outside of the Raptor zone. Or out of the Cane zone. Yep, draw outside the Cane zone. 9 minutes, 50 seconds left. DiLorenzo wins the draw. Carries it down into the zone. On the boards. Gets tied up. McLam meets him there. A little crosser, try to send it out. Able to clear. Wolf gathers the puck. They got some pressure on him. What's he going to do? Stop. Sends it up along the board. Tries to get it to Felmy. Can't quite get him to have a chance to use his speed. If he can make a sweep on the defender, he might get a nice shot. Bring it up along the side. Puts the brakes on. Couldn't quite get the net there by the Canes. Able to clear it out into the neutral zone. Play it forward. Net there by Hoover. Hoover's shot, pass forward goes off of Owens. Off of his shin pads. Played down into the corner. Owens got the puck down into the corner, makes a sweep around DiLorenzo, tries the back end, but it goes off of the leg of Casalito. DiLorenzo tries to play it out. Shot on the net by the Canes, puck still loose in front. Gathered there by DiLorenzo. Needs to pass it forward and get a change. He's got to be exhausted. Plays it forward to McLam. McLam gets tied up, but still has a stick on the puck, sends it down into the corner. 8 minutes left in the third period. Felmy tries to play it back, doesn't quite make it to Schroeder. Lane gathers the puck, carries it, wait for everybody to get out of the zone. Dumps it in, but it goes off the Schroeder. Schroeder gathers it to keep it in. Met there by two defenders. Oh, it goes between the legs of Lane. Lane's got the puck, tries to send a crosser back to Schroeder, doesn't quite make it through traffic. Carried forward there by Owen, brought in by Schroeder. Schroeder with a shot that goes over top of the net. Went off of the stick of the defender. Lane gathers it, working around over on the high slot. Brings it up, plays it on the D back to Wolf. D making a change, brings it over to Hollingworth. Wolf's tied up there by a defender and ends up coming up with the puck. Hollingworth hustling back. They have a little bit of numbers coming in. Somebody better get to the back post. Wide open there for the shot. They put it in the net for the goal. Very sloppy, lazy play by the Raptors, allowing another goal on that one. All right, back on the ice, we got Schroeder and Ian Lane. Schroeder puts the puck forward. Off the stick of Lane. Lane plays it back over to Schroeder. Oh, tied up there at center. Played back into the neutral zone. Lane makes a sweep and gathers it in. Makes an angle, tries to send it over to Schroeder. Goes over to the right side. Schroeder dumps it back down in with an eye in pursuit. They tie up an eye behind the net, but he comes free with it over to Lane. Lane can't quite handle the pass, sends it back down to Anaya. Anaya's got the puck back to Lane. On the side, leaks it right in front to try to find Schroeder. Schroeder comes up the puck, goes a little bit wide of the net. Lane gathers it. It's tied up there. Hollingworth comes down for the puck. Hollingworth takes it over behind the net, sends it over to Lane. Lane with a shot put over in front, goes off the stick of Anaya on the redirect and into the back of the net. 9-3 Raptors, 6:28 left in the third. On the ice comes the line of Waldron, McPhee, Doss, Hollingworth, and Robinson. Waldron wins the draw. It gets tied up and loses the possession. Canes end up coming up with it and carrying it down towards the zone. Being tied up there by Doss. Doss brings it forward, sends it over to McPhee, makes a dang to get into the zone. Gonna walk himself in for a chance for a shot. Puck still loose over somewhere in the net and get a whistle. Just be under the pad of the goalie. And a defensive change. We got Akiabersi and Anthony coming on. Waldron gonna take the draw down in the Kane zone. Running clock, got 5:50 left in the third. Waldron wins the draw back to Anthony. Anthony back to Waldron. Waldron with a shot. Oh, it goes off of the stick of the defender. Doss pursues it down into the corner. Ends up getting tied up and the Canes come up with it. Man, leak the puck forward. Right there to Anthony. Anthony does a good job to keep the puck out. Met there by Akiabersi. We got an offsides call. Raptors going to make a change. Draw coming just outside of their zone. 5:20 on the running clock left in the third. Canes try to carry it out of the zone. Met there by Anthony playing it forward to Yellen. Yellen carries it into the zone. Met there by a few defenders and dumps it down into the corner. Felmley gets a stick on it, sends it across the net. Oh, couldn't quite handle the puck by Yellen, was standing in front. A little bit of a flopper going by. Yellen sends it over to Di Lorenzo. Nice pass. Oh, Di Lorenzo goes off the mask of the goalie. Di Lorenzo still fighting for the puck back behind the boards. He's carrying it behind the net. Going to send a crosser. Oh, nobody's there. Oh, Felmley didn't come down to get the puck. Nice opportunity there. Good pass over in front. Akiabersi coming back to get the puck. Gains the control. Makes a stretch over to Di Lorenzo. In neutral zone. Sends it over to Yellen. Yellen carries it into the zone. Yellen's got a chance for a nice shot. Goes wide of the net. still behind the net. Comes up to the Canes player. They work it through the neutral zone. Owen carries it into the zone. Oktyabrsky gets back and makes a nice little chip over to Anthony. Anthony plays it forward in the neutral zone to DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo going to have a chance for some speed and going to have some people with him. DiLorenzo carries it all, gets tripped up. Going to play the puck over, and a penalty coming up here to the Canes. Raptors are going to go on the power play. Raptors still have the puck. Little backhand and still got it behind the net. Pulled out Costin. Got a delayed penalty. So the shot, oh, it goes wide of the net. Good redirect there by Yellen, but couldn't quite find the net with it. Penalty coming on the Canes. 3:22 left in the third period. On the ice for the power play, we got Schroeder, Lane, Anaya, Hoover, and Wolf. Schroeder going to take a draw in the Canes zone. Schroeder wins it and plays it forward, but gets tied up by the Canes. They try to clear it out, goes to the stick of Hoover. Hoover's got it, sends it back down into the corner. Lane gets a stick on it, has plenty of time. Walks it into the high slot, has control, plays it over to Hoover. Hoover dumps it, tries to play it forward. Had Anaya wide open down here on the side. Got to move it player to player when you got that kind of space. Lane's got the puck, stretches it forward to Anaya. They have some numbers, see if they can get it. Anaya with a beautiful pass over to Schroeder. Schroeder's walking down in the zone for a chance with a shot. Scores! Beautiful goal by Schroeder over top of the blocker. Good pass by Lane up to Anaya, and Anaya to Schroeder to finish the goal. 2:28 left in the third. Raptors 10, Canes 3. Schroeder going to take the draw at center. Takes it, wins it up to himself, gathers control of it, walks it forward, goes off the skate of Lane. Canes chip it back down the other way, met there by Robinson. Robinson plays a nice little pass forward to Lane. Canes get the stick on Lane. Schroeder makes a nice stretch. Oh, they called him off sides. I'm not sure about that one. Good try by Schroeder. He had the stretch going. I don't think it's not have quite stayed long enough. Draw going to come outside the Canes zone. We got 1:46 of the running clock left. 5-on-5 hockey. On the ice coming Yellen, Felmy, McLam, Hollingworth, and Robinson. Yellen wins the draw. Wins it back. Canes dude splits and brings it forward. Felmy gathers it and brings it into the zone. Felmy gets off a shot that goes off of the glove of the goalie. Over to McLam. McLam tries the crosser, can't make it through. Canes try to swing it around. It's going to be met there by Hollingworth. Worth's able to keep it in. Tries to send a crosser, doesn't quite make it through traffic, but it gets there. Oh, nice little chance here for McLam. McLam with a shot!